I'll do an AMA now. Now we hit the 800 goal, so we can do the AMA. I see, Kaza, you're very fucking impatient to get started asking me questions. What food have I never tried but would really like to? There's got to be some kinds of pizzas that I just would like. You know what I mean? I've had pizza, but have I had all the kind of pizzas? No. And there's got to be better ones. That or like, some of the weird seafoods. Can I show Tommy? I mean, I guess. Just please don't make it weird, please. Don't make it weird. 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 You're making it weird. Why are you guys making it weird? Why are you guys making it weird? Weird how? I don't know. I just wanted to say that. Okay. Yeah, MP, stop being weird. Give a clap. Thank you, Bridge. What's my comfort movie? Comfort movie. I don't really like movies that much. I don't really have a comfort movie. The most recent movie I watched was Jack and Jill, though. So I'd say Jack and Jill is my comfort movie right now. By Adam Sandler. Can you ask a heavy question? Go for it. Alright, let's go. Keep the questions. Keep them coming. Come on. Faster. More questions, please. Keep them coming. Have I ever tried to end it? Yes, I have. I tried twice, but it was when I was way young. I didn't even know I was trans when I tried. That's a real bad movie. It's got 3% on Rotten Tomatoes. I would be part of that 3%. It was so good. I loved the part where they kept making jokes about Jill being a man and not a woman. I thought that was really funny. And I like the fart jokes. There were only like 12 or 15 fart jokes, and I think they could have had maybe like more. Like at least 20 would have been nice. I'd say maybe 10% of the movie's runtime was dedicated to fart jokes, and I think that was not as much as it could have been. Only 10%, not as much. You're gonna do voice surgery for your transition? Do I recommend it? Honestly, as long as you go to a very, very skilled doctor. Just voice is really, it's delicate, okay? Your voice is very delicate. Please be careful with it. But go to a good doctor if you're gonna get voice surgery. And just do research before you go to a doctor. I think I would love to get voice surgery. Personally. I just would want to make sure to get a good doctor. Does clipping it make it weird? A little bit, yeah. Just a little bit weird, but it's fine. You know? When did my egg crack? I think I got through university and I graduated university at 24. And then it took me like 3 months after I graduated university when I wasn't like so stressed about graduating university that I was like, I figured it out in like 3 months after I graduated when I was 24. It took me like very little time. Once I just had the time to think about it. You know? Fucking school. Aoife. Aoife. Finally see me live? Hello. You hear a lot of bad results? Yeah, it depends on how they do it, right? It just depends on the way they do it, you know? Did I miss any questions? Let me check. What's the square root of an apple? I don't know. That's a terrible question, you know? Is it true if I eat you, I become you? I did hear that you already eat, but I don't think you'd become me. You would become my thingy-mabobber. You have a crush on Kiana? Like a little bit. I just like a little bit. She's like a little cute. She's got like nice cheeks. I like when she did the cheek thing. I was just so jealous. Like, I'm so jealous. She's so cute. How long have I been on HRT? 2 years and like almost a month. How much of my income comes from Jaguar alone? I don't think he's that high a percentage of my income. I don't think he's that high. He's high, but he's not like that high. I don't even think Jaguar's my number one like wheel, you know? I don't even think he's number one. Is my hair naturally this shade? No. This is my natural color. This is bleached. It's my natural color. This is bleached. I looked at the 2 adoption questions back to back. Would I adopt... If Kiana was a homeless orphan, would I adopt her? Yes. Would I adopt a child? If it was Kiana, yes. Oh, you assume the... Oh, you love this color? Yeah, this is my natural hair color. Yes, yes, yes. In here. This is what my natural hair color is. I'm growing it out a little bit more. I'm trying to grow it out a little more. So. How did I come up with my name? So I actually thought of 2 different names at first. But the way that I thought of my name was when I was like pre-transition, I guess, or like I knew I was trans, but before I was on hormones and stuff, right? Like I figured out I was trans and I was trying to get hormones. When I realized I was trans and I started to think about what name I wanted, what I did was I closed my eyes and I thought of myself in 5 years. What would I look like? What would I be? Wait, what the fuck? Jaguar? $1,000 to charity? What the fuck, Jaguar? Jaguar! That's so much money! Holy shit! Wait a second, that's so much money! Holy fucking Christ! Oh my god, thank you so much, Jaguar. Thank you so much. That's so incredible. How much of my income? That's the same amount as before. I don't get money from this, okay? This is to charity. I don't get any money from this. It's not that much? Jaguar, you're crazy. Thank you so much. Oh my god. That's so wonderful. Oh, that's so kind of you. That's so kind of you. Yo, we're gonna fucking hit this we're gonna hit the donation thing so easily. We're gonna blow it out of the water. Alright, let me keep doing AMA stuff. Sorry. Let me keep doing AMA stuff. Holy shit. We're like not even 2.5 hours in. Yo, this is crazy. Sorry. What was the question?
Nice.
How did I come up with my name?
Bold.
Oh, yeah. Coming up with my name. I closed my eyes. I thought about what I would look like and what my vibe would be in 5 years. And I thought, like, what do I look like? What's my vibe gonna be? And then once I thought of that, I was like, what name fits her? What kind of name fits that woman? So I thought of what I would look like. I kind of ended up thinking like, I probably look dark librarian kind of aesthetic. Like I'm a little dorky, but I like to wear all black. I'll probably be wearing like, oh my god, Jaguar. Thank you so much. Probably wear all black. I'll probably wear, you know what I mean? Like I'll probably wear dark colors. I'll probably be a little like serious, maybe a little businessy, stuff like that. And I figured like, what would I call that girl?
Very nice.
And I came up with a name. I'm not going to say the name, but it wasn't Aoife. The first name I came up with was not Aoife. And it was a more darker, edgier name, but like obviously not like that dark and edgy, Like it was, it's a very normal human name. It's not a weird name or anything. And I came with that name first. Then, online, I was not going by Aoife for a while. It was not Raven. No, it wasn't Raven. I was not going by Aoife for a while online. At first, I had a different username that I would go under. But what happened was I started to get in this weird headspace where I was like, oh shit, I don't know if like I really fit this name. Because when I was doing my online shit, my vibe in person and my vibe online are so different, right? And when I started coming out, I started going online way more often. And online, I'm very cutesy, and I'm very friendly, and I'm very fun, and I'm not very serious, and I'm not very dark librarian. I'm not very businesswoman. I'm very cute. I'm very, bubbly. I'm very energetic. I'm very, happy and warm and friendly online, I think. So, I didn't think Natalie, I said the name. Natalie, okay, well, to it now. We're outing ourselves. Natalie was the first name I came up with, okay? But I was like, no, I don't want to do that one for online because it's too serious for me. Anyway, it's fine. Whatever, it doesn't matter anymore, okay? It doesn't even matter. Don't even worry about it. But I decided, I decided Aoife was more friendly and more bubbly and more nice and fit me better with my personality online. And I also had an Irish dead name. So I was like, it kind of is nice to have an Irish name online. If my dead name was Irish, like it's kind of nice to have an also Irish trans name, Worst pop culture fan base? Oh, someone asked this before, and I thought about it a lot, and I came up with a good answer, and I already forgot. Maybe like the dream stands or something. Maybe the dream stands are pretty bad. How long on hormones? 2 years, 1 month, approximately. Would I like to have a pet animal? I want a cat. I want to get a cat eventually, pretty soon. Pretty soon. I'm an adorable gamer girl. Exactly. 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 Am I Celtic Irish or British Irish or both? I believe I'm Celtic Irish. But I don't know. Let me double check here. But all my family were Catholics. But we lived in Northern Ireland. So technically I'm British. But like, you know, we're Catholics, so. Hello, Kathy. Hello, hello. What did you love when you were younger and on rewatch it didn't hold up? Oh, I thought about this recently. Oh, it's gonna bother me. I thought about this recently. I thought about it 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 recently. But it didn't. I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't remember. Don't remember. Help. 1 second. 1 second. I'm just responding to a text. Let me think. I'm not British, but I do have a British passport, so. You have a question? Am I close with Riven? Yeah, I think we're friends. Yeah, we're friends.
How much can you bench?
How much can I bench? Oh, I've been out of the gym for so long. Probably like the bar, I guess. I would guess the bar, but it's been so... I've been out of the gym for so long now. And even when I was going to the gym, I wasn't very good at benching. So maybe just the bar, I would guess. You watched Mr. Bean last year, it broke your heart. I literally thought about this question, but I just forgot what it was. Honestly, I just forgot what it was. You're too sorry to go to the gym. Well, when I was younger, I was so skinny. I was so skinny. And I thought I did, because at the time, I didn't know, right? I thought I didn't like my body because I was too skinny. So I went to the gym to try get bigger. Because I was so skinny. Nice, I didn't realize the reason I didn't like my body was other things. But I was like, oh, I'm way too skinny. No wonder I hate my body. I'm way too skinny. So I started working out. I did a lot of squats. I got a really nice ass and nice thighs, actually, from doing squats. And I got a little bit bigger. But I still was like, I was never like swole, ever. The most I've ever weighed in my entire life is like 150 pounds at like 5'11". It's the most I've ever weighed. And that was like at the peak of when I was like really trying to exercise a lot. The most I ever got to. It took me a long time. Can I explain the difference between femboys and trans people? Okay. Basically speaking, your gender identity is just like what you identify as, plus what you present as in it's a complicated thing, right? Your gender is like a mix of like what you identify as, what you present as, how other people see you, you know, how all that stuff, you know. Generally speaking, femboys are people that do not identify. Generally, once you start fucking around with your gender, it stops mattering that much, you know. Like, you just stop taking it so seriously. Once you start fucking around with it even a little bit, you stop taking it so seriously. But anyway, what was I saying? Fuck, help me. Generally speaking, femboys are people that don't identify as women, but they like to dress femininely. They do their fucking makeup. They're a very online phenomenon, which is fine. Not like that doesn't take away legitimacy from it. Just mostly you find femboys online. And a lot of them are trans women. It's not a exclusive category where there's no trans women who identify as femboys. There's no femboys who identify as trans women. But generally speaking, if you're going to divide the two, that's kind of the line. You know, it's like femboys don't present or identify as women, generally. But that's the thing where once you start fucking around with your gender, it stops mattering so much. So a lot of femboys are trans women. Did I do FFS? I did do FFS. I got my forehead done, and I got my nose done. And I got like a little bit of my trachea done. So I got my forehead flattened. My forehead used to be more angular here. And I got my nose. My nose used to have a curve here. So this part got flattened. And this part got flattened. And then this part also got flattened. So just like, yeah. The thing was, I didn't really get like, I still consider going and getting FFS again because I didn't really get like everything that I kind of wanted done. I didn't get anything done around here. Like nothing happened from this area of my face, you know? Nothing happened here. And so sometimes I get self-conscious. My nose is right. Well, no, I got a nose job. They did the here. They got, it used to like curve outward. It used to have a beak, and now it doesn't. Now I don't have a beak anymore. My cheeks are cute though. You know, someone on 4chan accused me of getting cheek filler or something, like a cheek implants or something. I forget exactly. Someone on 4chan accused me of having cheek implants, and I thought that was really funny because these are my natural cheeks. Fortune people are so mad. If you go to any country, what's my necklace? What? Oh, I can't even show. Oh my god, 1 sec. Did I put it on the right way? I did. It's got a snake on it. A snake with an apple in the middle. Diablo health potion? Ooh, good idea. Am I still wearing the emotional support socks? Yeah, they just like fell down my leg here. Emotional support cat socks. Oh. Did I miss them? Oh yeah, what country in the world? Probably Japan. I'd like to live in Tokyo. Tokyo is so cool. I love Tokyo so much. I would go there, I think, if I could. Tokyo is awesome. What's the most addicted to a game I've ever been? When I started playing League of Legends, when I moved to Canada for the first time, I didn't like have any friends. So I just played League of Legends alone for a really long time. And it was like my biggest addiction by far. Ever been to Seattle? I have not been to Seattle, no. But I would like to go, because it looks like it's rainy and cold there, and I like that weather. Yeah, League of Legends, if we get to the community game night, we're playing League of Legends, just to be clear. Community game night is League of Legends. So, you know. Just letting you know. Can I do a British accent? Yeah, but only like the weirdest one. I'm British. Fish and chips, boss man. That's what they all sound like to me. That's what British people sound like to me. Fish and chips, boss man. So, that's all I know, okay? They like fish and chips? In it, bruv? That's all I know. That's the only... One kebab and chips, boss man. That's all I know. That's all I know of British people. That or like, a cup of tea and a scone. May I have a cup of tea and a scone, please? It's like the only other way they speak. It's either one of those two. Why not Pokemon? It's community game night. Oh, the other way that they speak, Brady, is like how fucking you speak. You speak like fucking Carl Pilkington. Yeah, I'm alright. Alright, yeah. I mean, suppose it's more like the alright wall of China. Yeah. I'm alright. Come on, England. It's coming home. I'm in me mum's car. Broom broom. Get out me car. Oh. Come on, England. It's got some fucking go. Let me find Carl Pilkington. Brady, you sound exactly like Carl Pilkington.
Carl, I know you like to be kept abreast of all the latest breaking science news. Did you read recently about the blind mice that they have been able to make see again? And hopefully they're whatever they did, which allowed these mice to be able to see again, they're hoping to be able to do with humans in maybe about 10 years' time, or at least begin tests.
I just want to hear Carl's voice.
Extraordinary, isn't
This
it?
is
To be
Carl.
able to,
This is
I mean,
Carl.
to be able to cure blindness would be a remarkable achievement in science.
It is, but it's just that thing how they say they've done it on mice and what have you.
Yeah.
You
If
say
I
you've
was
done it on
blind
mice
and I
and
went
what
into
have
the
you.
meeting with the doctor,
Yeah.
and they said, "Do you want yours doing?" And then they said, like, "I've done it on mice. That wouldn't be good enough for me." I'd say, look, when the blind fella gets in, don't say we've done it on mice. Just say we've done this on eyes. What eyes? Just say just a pair of eyes.
Yeah.
As soon as you say mouse's eyes, it's like, well, it's not the same, and it sort of, it would make me go, I'll leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what you sound like, Brady. You literally sound exactly like that. Okay, what else I want to start? Beans on toast for breakfast. I never had beans on toast. What's the most ridiculous thing I've bought? I don't know. What is the most ridiculous thing I bought? Probably spent way too much money on one pair of my shoes. That's about it. But that's not really ridiculous. I don't really buy ridiculous things, you know? I don't buy stupid things, generally speaking. Black pudding goes hard? I'm sorry. I don't. I'm sorry. Boris Johnson?
So with safer streets, with great
Boris
open
Johnson
schools,
praises
with
Peppa Pig
fantastic,
in bizarre speech.
broadband,
He's so weird.
forgive me. Forgive me. Forgive me. Yesterday, I went, as we all must, to Peppa Pig World. I don't know if you've been to Peppa Pig World. Who's been to? Hands up anyone who's been to Peppa Pig World. Not enough. It's fantastic. I was a bit hazy what I would find at Peppa Pig World, but I loved it. And Peppa Pig World is very much my kind of place. It has very safe streets.
Okay, anyway, that's enough British people. Sorry, more questions, more questions. Give me the questions, give me the questions, give me the questions. Questions. Is he Donald Trump? He's like the British version of Donald Trump, yeah. Which is to say, he's somehow even more bumbling and incompetent than Trump was, which is hilarious. Boris Johnson was the laughingstock. The fact that he got so high up in government is insane. He was always a laughingstock the whole time of his whole life. What's your favorite scent to wear? I don't know. I haven't got crazy into perfumes just yet. Honestly, what sword am I gonna buy? I don't know. I don't know
What
yet.
sword are you going to buy?
Sorry. I don't know yet. I don't know. Maybe like a smaller sword, because I don't think I could use a big sword. Maybe like a smaller sword. But maybe if I get a big sword, I'll look smaller next to the sword. What purchase do I want to do, but I just can't justify? A cat right now. A cat is the thing that I want, that I can't justify just yet. Aren't you allergic? I'm gonna get a hypoallergenic cat. How can you not justify a cat? Because I have no money. I'm in my broke era right now. Do I know a language other than English? Sadly, no, and I wish I did. I really wish I knew a language that wasn't just English, because it's really embarrassing. It's very embarrassing to not know any other languages than English, but I don't know any just yet, at least. Have I ever thought of getting a pet snake? No. Thoughts on TikTok? Hilarious. Wish I knew how to use it. When you get a cat, you should get at least 2 so they can keep each other company. I'm always home. I'm always home. Like, I'm always here. So the cat's gonna have company with me all the time. So I'm always here. German is easy to learn? Yeah, okay. I don't think, if I'm learning a language, my ass is not learning German, okay? I'm learning one of the really useful languages. Or I'm probably learning French, realistically, because I live in fucking Canada. There's no shot I'm learning. It's almost certainly it just has to be. Cats need cat company? Is that true? I don't think I can get 2 cats. I can't get 2 kitties. I need 1 kitty at first. 2 kitties is too many kitties. For me at first. I'm getting 1 kitty, not 2 kitties. Do you think the cat will be bored? You took 3 years of German? Yeah, I took a couple years of French, but I forgot all of it as well, unfortunately. Which is annoying. I'm not getting 20 kitties. I'm not getting 20 kitties. Okay, more questions. Keep them coming. If you're getting a baby cat, you need at least 2. But I don't want 2 cats. I want 1 cat. I'll be home all the time. We'll always play together. What's the most pleasant sounding accent? I like, Australian accents, personally. I think they're really funny. Pleasant accent? I don't know. I'm not sure what the most pleasant accent is. I think some people just have pleasant voices, devoid of accent. More than accents being particularly nice. Am I a UFC fighter? I wish, but no, I'm not very strong. Greek accents? Ooh, every time I think of every time I see the word Greek, I just think of the Greek versus Turkish argument or whatever. I just think of this video. Every single time I think of fucking Greek people and the Greek voices, I just think of this video.
Yes. But I am more white than you. You look gypsy. I am blonde hair. Blonde hair I have. You gypsy.
That means that someone fucked your mother that is Turkish, but your father is not. Oh. Your mother is a whore and she got fucked from someone. You are weak sperm. You are weak sperm. This is the strong sperm. This is the Greek god. Okay, Greek god.
If you have Greek god, you would have win, but you lose.
Lose where? Lose where?
You lose. Why is Hagia Sophia this? Not.
Great. Excellent. Every time I just think of Greek people, I just think of the Greek sperm, the Greek sperm. Ho ho. Ho ho. Ho ho. If I did a streaming boxing match, who would my opponent be? I'm not sure. Someone weak, preferably. I'm really weak. I'm really not strong. Like, I have to be clear about this. I am really, really not strong. I'm not a fighter. I am not a fighter. I am really, really, really weak. I've never done any strength things, any sports. Never. Never. What celebrity would I destroy? What's that little baby boy called? He's not a baby. He's like an old guy, but he's like short and he's like a baby. You know what I'm talking about, right? He's the one that Mike Tyson thought was a baby. You know what I'm talking about, right? Hasbullah. Yeah, Hasbullah. Yeah, I would beat him up for sure. I could kick his ass, honestly. I could absolutely kick his ass. You could train me up? Yeah?
I could train you up. I'm a ragamuffin from the streets.
Did I hear he got arrested for drifting? Like, drifting, how does he touch the fucking wheels? Or the thingy? You know? How does he touch the things? He's too small to drive a car. He can't see over the top. He's too small. He's too small to drive. There, the paddles. They released his mugshot? Oh, I want to see Hezbollah mugshot. I want to see... Oh my god, there's no fucking way. There's no way. There's no way. This is his mugshot. That's his mugshot. There's no way. There's no way. Can I talk Irish slang like Rubber Bandits do? Irish slang, all I remember is like, bite ye lad. Oh, bite ye lad. What's the crack lad? How's it going me lad? That's what everyone says. That's all they fucking say. Morning. Ferdig. Ferdig. That's what they just fucking say. That's all they would say. Translate, please. Bite ye lad is what's going on. Like, what about you? What's up? Bite ye is what's up. Bite ye. Mon then is come on then. What else is there? Wayans? The fuck is Wayans? I don't think I ever said Wayans. Oh, like Wayans? Wayans. Not Wayans. Wayans. Are you stupid? How do you get those? They sound so different. You mean Wayans? It's like the wee one. It's the wee ones. Weans. It's like the little kids. The little kids are the weans. What does gall mean? Like gall? Like Gall? Or I don't know what gall with Gall is. Gall with G-A-W? Never heard of it, sorry. Yeah, Gall with attitude, but I've never heard of Gall with a W-L. Do I pronounce fairy and fairy? No, I don't. Fairy, fairy. Fairy, fairy. But if I tried to do my like a girlier voice, fairy, fairy, they would sound very similar, actually. Rate my cooking skills? Can I use League of Legends ranking systems for it? Like, will people understand if I use League of Legends terms? I'd say I'm like silver 3 at cooking. Which is to say, I am not entirely hopeless. I am not bronze. But I am not good at it. At all. I'm like silver 3 or something. I'm not iron. I'm not bronze. I'm not good, though. I'm objectively not good at it. So, you know. There's one more question. I'm a furry. I'm not a furry. No. But I think the fursuits are kind of cool. Not gonna lie. I really think the fursuits are cool. I could get into it. I'm almost certain I could get into it. When did Kanye and Chris get married? I don't even know. Is Derry Girls accurate with Northern Irish slang? Probably. I haven't seen it, but probably. Have you ever unironically called someone a spoon? No, never. Never, actually. Is it possible that you write me a sentence in German? Yeah, go ahead. I'll read it. Can I say, Hallo, ich bin Aoife und es freut mich zu sehen plus. What does voice check mean? It's just like a posture check for my voice. So it just reminds me that, like, think about your voice. It just reminds me to think about my voice, is all. The same way that, like, someone could posture check and I just don't fix my posture. And someone could voice check and I just don't do anything about my voice. Like, it's possible. Hydrate? Okay, where did I put my water bottle? Let me just get my water bottle. Okay. Wait, what the hell? Where did it go? My water bottle. Wait, this is so messed up. My water bottle. I found it. I found it. Okay, we did it. We hydrated. Perfect. Wonderful. We did it. Okay. I look so tiny drinking in this bottle. Mommy milky. Mommy milky. Oh god, fucking kill me. Please no. Don't. Don't. So fucking weird. Oh, what's the grossest food that you just can't get enough of? Probably breakfast food. Probably breakfast food. I have to try limoncello LaCroix. What is it? It's for sparkling water? I don't like sparkling water. I don't know. I don't like sparkling water. Why are there bubbles in my water? It's so weird. How do I feel about kippers? Kippers. Like fish? I'm probably fine. I don't know. It's probably fine. Oh, they are breakfast food? Oh, I've never had it before. But I'm sure it's fine. Do I get my nails done at a salon? I do. I get them done like every month or 2 months. And then I just let them like grow out and get awful and terrible before I get them redone. I basically wait until like they're so bad that I can't ignore it any longer, and then I get them redone. So if I had to disappear and start a whole new life, what would I want my life to look like? I don't think I would. If I started a new life, I would try, if I could go like stealth, that would be cool. Or just not thinking about being trans, if I could do that. Not that I really want to do that, but if I had the opportunity, I would try it and see how it goes, you know? Do I play any instrument? No, but I want to get a harp. I want to buy a harp and put it in my apartment and just start learning the harp on stream. I think that'd be really hot of me. Like, learning how to play the harp would be so fucking hot of me. Holy shit. Harp price. Okay, the average harp is between like $5,000. But I don't care. I want a harp. It would be really fun to learn to play the harp, but I would just play it. You couldn't get more white than playing a fucking harp? It's cool. You don't think it's cool that I could play the harp? You don't think that would be cool? You don't think that would be cool for me to learn how to play the harp? You don't think so? Do I have siblings? I have one older brother. Yeah, I have one older brother. That's the weird thing for you. You want to pass people for safety reasons, but you want to be recognized by other trans people. There's a thing that happens when you're trans, when you start passing more, that is very uncomfortable, I think. Once you start passing more, but you're not like super, like you're not 100% passing, which is how I would describe myself, right? I think I pass as far as everyone is concerned. But like you could clock me, especially if you know trans people. Like if you're trans yourself, or you know what I mean, like you could clock me. But otherwise I'm quite passing. But once you reach that level of passing, you get a new issue that arises, and that new issue basically is if someone thinks you're not trans and then feels like you've tricked them, that's really scary. So there's a level where you start, like there's a level of like, it's not good to be not, it's not good for your safety to be not passing. But there's a level where it's safer to be slightly not passing than it is to be, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a weird line. I don't know how to describe it. It's like, if you think of like the difficulty of like how hard it is passing, it's like a weird shape of like a graph, right? Where it like gets easier, like it's like this kind of shape or something, but it has this weird spike at one point in it, like just for no reason. Like the curve, like it's better, but then weird difficulty spike, and then better. And that weird difficulty spike is like, you pass, but someone would feel like if they found out you were trans, they would like feel cheated. You know? And that's like they would like that's like a dangerous way to be. Like I would really be too nervous to go to a club or anything, because like I don't want someone to like see me at a club, think I'm hot, then be like, oh, she's trans, and then like fucking hate crime me. Like that's kind of terrifying, you know? So, not fun. The more you look at people, the more I realize even most cis women seem clockable. I mean, the more brainworms you have, the more you can clock anyone. That's why like the TERFs can't tell anymore who is cis and who isn't. That's why the transvestigators can't even fucking tell, you know? Like, it's normal. Like, if you overthink it, you're gonna overthink the shit out of it, you know? So. Okay, I think that's good for, we'll hit 3, it's 3 p.m. about now, and we're 3 hours in. So we'll stop the AMA part,